What if Earth lost oxygen for 5 seconds? Imagine driving home on an ordinary afternoon, completely unaware that everything is about to change. Then suddenly, every oxygen atom on Earth disappears. Not forever, just for 5 seconds, but those 5 seconds would trigger consequences beyond imagination. The atmosphere around Earth would begin changing immediately. Even from orbit, our planet would start looking unfamiliar. Because oxygen is far more important than most people realize. It isn't only something we breathe every day. Oxygen is hidden inside countless materials all around us, and many of those materials depend on it for strength. At the molecular level, oxygen helps hold structures together. Without it, concrete would begin losing its internal bonds. Buildings, roads, and monuments would all be affected. Even massive engineering projects would begin weakening. Across entire cities, the same process would unfold simultaneously. Metal would face another unexpected challenge. Protective oxide layers would suddenly disappear. Surfaces that normally remain separate could begin sticking together. Meanwhile, another crisis would be developing overhead. The ozone layer would begin disappearing from the atmosphere. Atmospheric pressure would suddenly drop across the entire planet. Your ears would likely notice the change immediately. After all, oxygen makes up roughly 21% of our atmosphere. People everywhere would sense that something felt wrong. Then the sky itself would begin changing. Sunlight would appear noticeably weaker than normal. Stars could become visible during the daytime. The afternoon sky would resemble twilight. Darkness would continue spreading across the heavens. Soon, the Milky Way might become visible above major cities. But transportation systems would face an even bigger problem. Cars powered by gasoline would begin losing power. Without oxygen, combustion simply cannot occur. Jet engines would also lose the oxygen they require. Pilots would quickly notice unusual instrument readings. Passengers would wonder why the aircraft felt different. Across the globe, air traffic would be affected simultaneously. Cargo ships would begin losing propulsion as well. Roads, airports, and shipping routes would slow dramatically. Yet Earth's greatest problem was still hidden underground. Nearly half of Earth's crust contains oxygen-rich minerals. Those minerals rely on oxygen atoms to maintain their structure. Remove the oxygen, and geological bonds begin weakening. Rock formations would start releasing enormous amounts of dust. Mountain ranges across the planet would slowly deteriorate. The ground beneath your feet would begin cracking apart. Those cracks would expand into enormous geological fissures. Humanity would finally understand the scale of the crisis. From orbit, fractures would appear across entire continents. The surface of Earth would begin losing stability. Then the ground beneath you suddenly gives way. You begin falling into a massive geological void. Looking upward, the city becomes smaller and smaller. Gigantic underground caverns emerge around you. The circle of daylight above continues shrinking. You fall deeper into Earth's hidden interior. Endless geological formations stretch into darkness. For a moment, everything becomes strangely silent. Then, just as suddenly as it vanished, oxygen returns. Sunlight brightens, the atmosphere recovers, and Earth takes a breath once again.